Hi, welcome to this channel, and let us start with algae, the continuation of a chlorophyce member. The previous video we have just discussed about the general characteristic features of algae and how far the chlorophyce have been evolved. Let us discuss with another two category. One is phaeophyce, the other one is rhodophyce. Phaeophyce, brown color algae. Rhodophyce, red color algae. So the brown color algae, the phaeophyce members are aquatic, and except few, there are few freshwater forms, but they are in marine, and they are big. The size is quite big. They are giant kelps, laminaria, sargassum, and all very big sizes, and almost some 2000 species have been reported so far, and the color is changing, like almost from olive dark green to brown shades, and their pigment is chlorophyll A, C, there is no B, C, carotenoids, xanthophyll, and fucoxanthin. This gives the color the brown shade, and there is no unicellular forms at all. If at all had been there, the Whittaker would have placed under Protista. So there is no absolutely absence of unicellular forms, but all are well developed structures. Let us see. And body, that's what I said. The body is like it has got a fixative organ kind, and then the transporting organ kind, but there is no vascular tissue, but it look like, and there is a leaf-like structure. Look at this laminaria, sargassum, and here this is the one which fixes, hold fast, and this is the stipe. Here also this is the stipe, and then there is a leaf-like structure, and this is called fronds, and here also this is fronds. Just like leaf-like only, it is not leaf. Leaf means there should be a vein, vascular bundle, all that is absent, but it is just spread like a big thalli, form like a fronds. And cell wall is cellulose. Since it is the plant, it is the cellulose, plus some alginic acid is added. That is the uniqueness of brown algae. And then the reserve food, when you talk about, they store the food, the chlorophyce member was having the starch, but here they have a laminarian starch and mannitol. The laminaria is the very important species in this category, and so they just kept the name laminarian starch. And when the branches are multiply branched, look at this dictyota, dichotomous branches, and this two, again two, again two, it keeps dividing like a dichotomy pattern. But it is filamentous, or it is profusely branched like this, or a well elaborate structures like this. The body is very well developed. And the flagella, when you talk about, we were dealing with chlorophyce also. Here only two flagella, and they are having the flagella on lateral side, not in apex, lateral side, and heterocont flagella, that is, one will be tinsel, one will be whiplash type. And when you talk about the reproduction, it is vegetative as usual, fragmentation, asexual as usual, zoospores with the flagella, motile spores, and sexual, they have isogamous, anisogamous, and oogamous, everything like. See, all this we discussed. And when you talk about phaeophyce, the alginate is a very important industrially useful chemical, and they are using this. We discussed under economic importance already. So this is about the structure only, very important, and laminaria and all used as a fodder even. The giant size, runs for 2 meters, 3 meters like. So when you come down to rhodophyce, RR, you can remember it is red algae and mostly marine, and except few, and especially this Botricospermum, and this is a freshwater form, and there is no unicellular. We needn't worry about it, because if at all had been there, it would have been there in Protista, but here there is no unicellular forms. And this though it is in marine, they are in they are present in littoral zone and limnetic, that is light, the highly light penetrating area, as well as it goes bit deeper into it, lightless region. And the pigment red color is because of phycoerythrin. They have chlorophyll A and D. Phycoerythrin gives them a red color, and carotenoids along with it, it has a very beautiful red pigments. Body, mostly they are not a giant one like Phaeophyce member, and they are pretty old also in this marine environment. Almost some 5,000 species have been reported, and they are from filamentous, filamentous sheet like or lace like porphyra or gelidium, like it's so the variety of structures like chlorophyce member, all but good branches and lace like things. Cell wall, cellulose, pectin and polysulfate ester. The pectin is very important here, it gives some hardness to the cell. Reserve food, Floridian starch. The reserve food vary between the chlorophyce, Phaeophyce and rhodophyce. This starch is almost resembling glycogen and amylopectin. Okay, and this is the case where there is no flagella is seen in whether it is asexual form or sexual gametes. There is no flagella, total absence of flagella. And the reproduction, as usual, vegetative fragmentation. The asexual spores are formed, but they are non-motile. And sexual forms, they form a non-motile gametes, oogametes. They are absolutely oogamete. But here the advantage and the specific feature is they've got a special sex organs for a reproduction, and they have a male sex organ and female sex organ. The female is called carpagonium and the male is called spermatangium. And this carpagonium just look like a flask shape. It goes like this, and it is like flask shape, and the male will be releasing the gametes, and the gamete will come in contact. So here also we could see the alternation of generation, the sporophytic and gametophytic, but there is no embryo. There is no embryogeny reported in thallophytes, but they've just come to see the sporophyte and gametophytic alteration. And this is about the advancement of rhodophyce, and there are various forms, like I said, so polysiphonia, and this has got siphon, a small hole like structure present throughout the thalli, and then gracilaria and gelidium, very important for agar-agar production, and corallina is generally clubbed with the coral reefs, that red color pigment it goes with, and contrast crispus, and this also been used in toothpaste and other things. So this is about your rhodophyce member and Phaeophyce. With this very a small account of algae only has been, because we have to go with the bryophyte, pteridophyte and all. So with this the algae is coming to an end. If you have any doubt, you please pass it in the comment section. We discuss further, and please subscribe and recommend to your friends too. Thank you.